Leave the sweaters, the jackets at home if you're headed to the Dodgers game tonight against the Diamondbacks. First pitch will be at 7:10. Get a load of these temperatures, 78. It's going to feel toasty, but by the end of the game, it will feel comfortable. Temperatures around 73. Go Dodgers. Coming up, that full forecast will let you know when relief arrives. Right now, let's talk about the drive. What's up, Robin?
Oh, that means extra baseball traffic in the area as well. So your traffic forecast coming up a little bit later. And we'll check in on our crash here involving a car that flipped over on its side in South LA. More details coming up after the break.
Caught your attention there.
I love that popcorn holder. You can't bring your own popcorn holder.
No.
They got their own.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not cheap.
No. But hey, that macaroni thing you talked about sounded really good. And that's exciting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Florida right now is experiencing some of the hottest temperatures they've had. It could break records. And for us here in Southern California, hey, we can kind of relate. We have this heat upon us. Hi, everybody. The view right now from Mount Wilson is showing all the city lights. We do have some fog way out there in the distance over in Long Beach, but that's about it. It's going to be a bright sunny day, and today is when we get to the peak of the heat. The numbers are going to be in the mid to upper 90s, some spots flirting with 100 degrees. Now for tomorrow, we still have that heat advisory in effect. It will be slightly cooler, but it's still going to be a hot one. It's not until we get into Friday and through the weekend that the numbers will gradually lower to closer to normal for this time of year. And this heat is really affecting air quality. A while ago, I showed you the big map and how the air quality was across the area. I'm going to focus in on the place where the air quality is going to be the worst, and that's going to be the Inland Empire. If you have to do anything outside, do it during the morning. The air quality, not the best. It will be moderate. That's acceptable for most between 9 to about noon. Now, between noon to about 3 p.m., as the temperatures start to rise, the air quality starts to go down. It'll be unhealthy for sensitive groups at that point. And then between 3 to 6 p.m., it is unhealthy for everyone. That's the time you want to be indoors anyway, because it's going to be very hot outside. 6 to 9 p.m., if you are planning to do any of those evening walks, the temperatures will still be pretty warm, and the air quality will be unhealthy for sensitive groups. Once the sun goes down and into the evening, that's when the air quality will improve somewhat. It will be moderate, again, acceptable for most people as we head into the evening. Now let's talk about the current conditions, because the temperatures right now are actually feeling really nice. And one of the safety precautions that we pass along to you during these very hot days is avoid the peak heat. So anything you have to do outdoors, do it during the morning, do it in the evening once the sun gets a little lower in the sky. Right now, the temperatures are in the 60s, so it's nice and comfortable. You may not even need that sweater or jacket when you leave home. And here's a look at the warm up from the basin, where we have the valleys rather. The temperatures are going to be in the 60s just during the morning, but I don't think you need the sweater. By 8 a.m., we're going to be at 68. The weather by noon, 87 degrees. And during the afternoon, you see how the temperatures will rise into the 90s. So a hot day expected inland. If you want to head to the coast to beat the heat, here's the forecast for Orange County, where you see the temperatures will be in the 70s. Laguna Beach, one of the warmest spots, 78. Waves 2 to 3 feet for Orange County beaches. Water temperature 62 to 66. And here's a look at the LA County beaches. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the 70s. Moderate risk for rip currents. Water temperatures between 58 to 65 degrees. So let's jump ahead to the 7-day forecast. This hot weather is going to stick around at least through Thursday, and then Friday through the weekend, the temperatures start to come down and we're going to be in the 70s. Memorial Day right now, 70s for the basin in Orange County, mostly sunny. We will have the marine layer returning once we get into the weekend. The valleys, the Inland Empire, 90s today, slightly cooler tomorrow, not by much, and then we'll have some 80s on Friday, and over the weekend it's closer to normal. We'll have 80s for Memorial Day. The forecast in the deserts is going to be breezy today, tomorrow, with highs in the 90s and triple digits, and then finally in the mountains we've got 70s the next 2 days, then 60s as we head into the weekend. That's your forecast. Here's traffic with Robin. What did you think about that epic theme park?
It sounds like an epic good time. Yeah, on a much cooler day. Yeah, I definitely want to visit in the future and have that popcorn. That's going to be a good time. So fun, so fun. We're going to check in on the 110, because earlier I talked about the rollover crash in South LA. This time, there's a new trouble spot on the 110 as well, but this is heading toward downtown LA. It's going to be South 110 right before the 101 split. It involves a vehicle that's facing sideways, blocking the lanes. That middle lane is blocked, so CHP on the way to check that out. And then this is a crash that I talked about earlier. It's been with us for almost an hour. This is North 110 at Century. This involves a vehicle that flipped over on its side. It's clearing right now, so lanes should be open any minute now. No major delays passing the scene, and that's great news. It looks like they got it out of the way, and your commute will be pretty normal. 13 minutes from Carson to downtown LA, so you no longer have to look for an alternate route or worry about getting on the freeway after the crash because they're moving it. 710 wide open out of Long Beach, 605 trouble-free out of Rossmore. That's excellent news. 18 minutes to connect to the 60. Adrian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Robin. Well, be sure to join us live at 7 a.m. for Today in LA streaming. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen to watch our channel anytime on your phone. We'll be right back. Now, he's got much more on this potentially dangerous heat in Belen. We've already seen fires break out yesterday as well, so we all have to be careful out there today.
Exactly. Fire danger is increasing as well. This hot, dry air in place. And today the numbers are going to get even hotter. So let's take a look at what you can expect. We're at a moderate risk for heat illness, amigos. And when we take a look at the scale, this is the second highest scale we could get, or the risks, and this is going to be a big problem for folks that don't have air conditioning and those that are sensitive to the heat, our children, the elderly, those of you that are pregnant. And meanwhile, at the coast, this is what we've got. This is the view from Long Beach. So even though the heat is the main headline, our friends at the coast are waking up to some low visibility. The temperatures right now are in the 60s. We've got 50s, so it is a comfortable start to the day. That is not how it's going to go. The rest of the day is going to heat up. We're going to have temperatures, yes, more comfortable at the coast, like Lynette mentioned. Temperatures 70s, also in the mountains, but everywhere else, we've got numbers that are going to be really above normal for this time of year. It's going to put a lot of stress on our bodies. This is day 2 under a heat advisory, and we've got one more day to go. So I'll get you ready for the heat the next time I see you. Right now, let's check on the drive. What's going on, Robin?
Heating up on the road coming out of the Inland Empire, Belen on the 10. A little slow for you leaving Fontana. This is a crash in the westbound direction right around Cherry Avenue. That middle lane is blocked, so you're already backed up a couple of miles leading up to the scene. The commute traffic was already picking up, and this is not helping, so we're at 48 minutes and growing from Colton to Pomona. The 210 West, that is wide open from San Bernardino to the 57, and the 60, that's another stretch that's picking up. It's moderate, it's okay, no problems here. 38 minutes from Riverside to Diamond Bar. We'll check in on more slowdowns coming up a little bit later. Lynette, Adrian, back to you.
All right, Robin, thank you. We'll see you shortly.